Wow. It's so heavy. Everything is so heavy. Your heart just sinks when you're listening to all these things. We just pray that things will change. So, let me proceed with the Adani update. So, Adani, the reason why we are rejecting Adani is because 3 years ago, and this is something that has been ongoing in India, there is one port called the Mundra port that is run by Adani. This port has been the one that is being used to traffic heroin. And in 2022, there was the biggest heroin consignment ever in the world that was seized at Mundra port. And people were saying that it has been ongoing for a very long time. So if you look at the operations of Adani in India, like for example now this drug trafficking racket in Mundra port, this is exactly the same thing they're going to replicate in Kenya. And when you're doing business in any organization, when you're doing business, the business reputation is very important. But Adani lacks integrity. Its business reputation is, it doesn't even have a business reputation. It's a negative business reputation. I was even telling someone that if Adani takes over JKIA, by extension, JKIA will take over the reputation of Adani. And our international image will suddenly change. We have our competitors like Kigali and Bole International Airport, which are coming up very well. And if us, we have taken a company with such high questionable integrity, then it means the international community might end up going to Kigali and to Addis because the company that we have contracted is a company that does drug trafficking, organ trafficking, money laundering, name it, all the bad things you can ever name in this world. They have accounts in tax havens like Seychelles, the UAE, and they do this kind of businesses because those accounts you can never really touch them. So this in extension will become our image to the world. The image of Adani right now will become the image of Kenya to the world. So this deal has to be stopped. And I just wanted to say that I am not cowed, even if they threaten my life. I know right now that my life may be in danger because of exposing all this. I have received information also that people like Jayesh are so angry at me because I exposed them and their entire families. And I just want to say that we are not exposing these people just because we are not going to Jaesh and exposing their families. Hatutaki expose familiars. For what reason? We don't even care about them. But since they have decided to involve themselves in stealing and corruption in the country, that's why we are exposing them. The teachers are crying, the policemen are crying, people are dying in those hospitals. If you don't go to Nairobi West Hospital, if you don't go to Bliss, or if you don't go to any of their clinics, you're not admitted for more than 3 days. I have been called and DM'd by people even in government who are saying that this Jayesh guy, we don't want him because even the policemen, teachers, it's affecting everyone irrespective of their political divide. Some people are sending me DMs telling me how their people have died, some people have been amputated, even some people have their uteruses removed because of bad surgical operations. So these people, they must go. And this is the only reason we are exposing them. We don't have any personal vendetta against them. And for them to go after me using the DCI is so wrong, but it will not make me to be cowed. It will not make me to be intimidated. We will continue to expose them until what America has said, until they come and they tell us, okay, we know we have done wrong and we want to make our wrongs right. We want to govern the country in a proper way. That's the only time we will stop. And you can even see that our parliament is not helping us because Aaron Cheruyot, the majority leader in the Senate, is deeply involved in the Adani deal. Him and the chairman of Kenya National Hospital, KNH, the chairman of KNH is a Muhindi. I've forgotten his name. He was always going to pick Aaron Cheriot at the airport. You wonder a whole chairman going to pick a senator from the airport, going all the way from KNH. Why? So these people, it's just a racket. We cannot even rely on parliament anymore. Senator Onyonka has been crying day and night here, and Aaron Cheriot, they're all quiet. Why? Because they know they are beneficiaries of this deal. They keep shouting. Today I saw Kimani Ichung'wah saying, oh, he's going to continue to expose state capture. This is all bullshit. How is he going to expose this, state capture, and they are in it? They are deeply in it. Yeah? So parliament needs to be dissolved as soon as possible, and we need to continue to push until this deal just, crumbles, Amerix.
Yeah. So you, there are some bloggers who reported you at the French embassy.
Oh yeah, there is, yes. There is some Indian bloggers. First of all, when the very first time I exposed this deal, the very next day, Adani Group paid some bloggers from India. Some bloggers who have sizable following from India to attack me. They attacked my classmates. They exposed their personal information on X of my classmates. They also threatened that they're going to come after me in France. And yesterday and the day before yesterday, they also did the same. They attacked me on X. They are saying that I am attacking Indians, which I am not doing. I am not a racist of Indians. I don't have any problem with Indians. I have many Indian friends who are my classmates as well. But they have threatened to take me to the police in France. And I do not take these threats lightly, because this account that was threatening me seems to be in Europe. And also they threatened to take action, basically in France. And you don't know what these people can do. Adani has bought Haifa port in in Israel. They own the Haifa port in Israel. So you can see the kind of connections and network they have around the world. They are a mafia, so you cannot take their threats lightly. Locally in Kenya, Jayesh, I think he paid some bloggers to attack me on Friday, and also that night they were attacking me. They were tagging my school. They were tagging my former employer, uh, obviously with a lot of lies. Yeah, so there has been a lot of threats, and this is why I feel like my life is in danger, because now they have gone to the DCI. Obviously, I'm not in Kenya, but they're trying to go after things that are linked to me. And also in Europe, they're threatening to come after me in any way possible.
Okay, so hold on. You come and tell us what's the way forward. But if you're a Kenyan and you're listening